And we're broadcasting. Hello. Welcome. Good evening. Yes. That is appropriate, I think. Thank you. So, yes, welcome. Welcome to the stream. Oh, 5 people are already here. Welcome, as I just said. Today, more Milton Valley railroading, and by railroading I mean mostly railroad building. Hopefully more than last time, because the technical difficulties we had last time are no longer with us, hopefully. Hello Kangafango, hello Slavic Eagle. Yes, so let me switch over, and there we go. Hello Mr. W, and you might think, what? I thought you said this is a Milton Valley Railroad stream, not an art appreciation stream. Well, if you were to say that, then I would have got you, because even if this were a Milton Valley Railroad stream, then, well, it would still be an art appreciation stream, because making the railroad, making the map, is a form of art, definitely. And if you're here watching the stream, then you're appreciating it, so I've got you. Yes. However, this is the new holiday season logo modification, which I just wanted to show you. Hello, Chris. Wow. Hi. Yes. Hello. Hello, Chris. How are you doing? Very Christmassy. Shared it true. Very cute. Thank you very much. I made it myself. Bobble, why Bummelzug? Well, I wanted to put in a German word, and Bummelzug is probably quite fun to try to pronounce if you're a native English speaker, so there we go. And maybe, probably not though, because we're going to work on the main line, which is a bit faster. Bobbles, hey, or is it from last time? No, it's from this time. Okay, so that's enough of that. So now let me firstly switch to the correct screen size. There we go. And then over to Trainz. Actually, I can quit this. Do not need it anymore. And I can quit this. I also don't need that anymore. And let's begin. Shadace, would the sugarcane trains count as Bummelzüge? I don't think so. I think a Bummelzug is one that stops frequently, basically at many stations, and thus goes very slowly. The sugarcane train wouldn't, though. It might pick up at a few locations, probably only one, really, if the local trains did their job and shunted or maple-leafed the wagons into the yard. So, yeah. Yeah, true, only passengers. Forget about that. That's fine. So, quick recap on what we accomplished last time. This little bit of woods here is new. Just this little bit over here. And this is the most important bit, I placed these trees here. Yes. So, now let's continue where we left off. Hehe, maple-leafed. Yes. I mean, it is a word, it's in the dictionary. And by the dictionary, I mean the one that's on my Discord server. And that's why I locked the session layer. Right. Hi Shadice, sorry I missed the past few streams. Hello Anthony, I hope you're doing well. No, that is absolutely fine. The last, you saw the end of the last Trainz stream, and then we did the train simulator stream, which was really, really nice, because I finally got to drive the British A4 Pacifics. I've been wanting to drive those in that game since I bought the game, which was in 2016. And I've only just got them because they're quite expensive usually, and I got them in the Black Friday deal. Yeah, I drove Sir Nigel Gresley, and it was so much fun. I drove it on the East Coast Main Line, at least. Well, I drove from York to Newcastle, which went by surprisingly fast. Yes. Then I continued on with Roller Coaster Tycoon 3, and we basically built the monorail and just a little bit else, not that much. Yes. And now we're here. Well, actually, no. The game dev stream, of course. I'm still getting used to actually doing that. So let's see, where would I want? Right, I think I'll continue the dirt road along the tracks until back then. Then by the new baseboards, I'll probably make it either cross over or under. In the game dev stream, we worked on the inventory system a bit more, and we put in the base code for lighting braziers, and we also continued modeling the tree. We actually got quite a lot done in those 2 hours. And now we're here. So, welcome. Yeah, your dictionary. Yeah, of course it's mine. I set it up. Long time no see. There's an entire dictionary on your Discord server? Yes. And at this point in time, it contains 2 words / phrases, which you probably won't find anywhere else. That's how you know it's a good dictionary. Because if you found the words that you found everywhere else in this dictionary, why would you go there? I mean, it's just kind of boring then. I was very busy. Hiya, A4! Thank you. Long time no see, you're right. 6007 Sir Nigel Gresley, Autumn Sale, Legacy East Coast Main Line from 2012. Yes, and it held up quite well. Both the locomotive and the route. I want to meet Paradise IRL, but I probably will never because you live on the other side of the Atlantic Ocean. Well, firstly, I want to potentially correct myself from the Train Simulator live stream, because in the Train Simulator live stream, when I was driving the A4, the Sir Nigel Gresley, the brake system was automatically lapped. Now, usually with steam locomotives, they have manually lapped brake systems, which means you change the rate that the brakes apply or release at instead of which setting the brakes are at. I thought this was just a discrepancy because the locomotive was very old, but I then looked up the history of the A4s, and it says that at some point on a few of the A4s, air brakes were installed, the newer Westinghouse air brakes, which may or may not have been automatically lapped. It didn't say, but it did list Sir Nigel Gresley in that list, which of A4s that had the upgraded brakes. So it may be realistic. To test this, I would the first thing I would try to test this would be to load up some of the other A4s in that pack that are not on that list and see if they have manually lapped brakes. Because if they do, then that is a strong indicator that the reason why Sir Nigel Gresley had automatically lapped brakes is because of the upgrade that engine received in real life. Right. Now, as for meeting IRL, well, you never know. I traveled... I didn't travel that much. I did travel a little bit. I have traveled abroad before, although that was only with train, because you can go from England to France by train, which is very interesting, which you probably already know. Yes. I wouldn't be opposed to visiting the USA someday. Well, it depends on what the laws are going to change to in the coming years. But, yeah, Yeah, maybe. Or who knows, maybe you visit the UK. That's always another option. But you know what they say. Never say never. Yes, and then it's always hypocritical. I think that's the right word. Hypocrisy? Hypocritical? I think that's the right word. When you go against what you say. Because you say never in that sentence. You never know after lockdown. Depends on what the new laws will be that are responsible for getting us out of lockdown, because I doubt that things will return to the way they were before. But I don't want to get into that at this point. Right. Also, Kangafango, I won't be in your stream tomorrow. Sorry. Which, granted, is a double contradiction in and of itself, but it still applies. Anthony Starson 2, there is no need to apologize. Anything nice planned? Shadice, will you tell us? Tell you what? Sorry, it's been a little while. What, tell you what? I mean, since that message was typed. A 4-pack was from 2013. Kangafango, no, it's because my dad said I can't use any electronics. Oh, on Sunday? Well, I suppose, actually it is a good thing to use electronics like computer, mobile phones less. Maybe go for a walk outside. Enjoy the sunshine, the wind, birds chirping. That is really good for, well, for one thing, for relieving stress. And also, it's just really, really nice. It makes you, it makes you remember that there is a world beyond your screens. Which is, I know it's shocking, and if this is news to you, then here's the thing. Don't panic, but when it's daytime for you, which if you're in America now, it probably is, there, you know the edge of the universe, you know the walls, the edge of the universe? Well, if you look carefully, and you have to pay attention for this, there are holes in them. Now don't worry, you won't get sucked out into the nothingness, because there's a sheet of transparent crystal there, which is called glass. Yes, the same thing that your drinking glass might be made out of. Now that is transparent for light, so light can pass through, so you can see outside. Now, don't panic, but look at your walls, and you might find a window. If you look through the window, you will discover that there is a world out there. Yeah? Now, you may be in a room without any windows, in which case, I know you will probably feel safer in there, but please go into another room, one that has a window, which again is the hole in the wall with glass in it. Maybe, some don't, but don't worry, yours probably does. And look out of that window, and then just remember, keep calm, and the world out there, although dangerous, is also, well, it's lovely. Yeah, it is. Right. Be interesting to read what chat has to say to that. That day. Oh, I see. Oh, right. So Nigel Gresley, Bittern, and Dominion of South Africa. Those. Yes. No! Why? Why no? Alright, Dominion of Canada. Oh, that one. Dominion of Canada, not Dominion of South Africa. Almost all trains sometimes have automatic brake systems, and they can be very annoying. I'm not talking about automatic brake systems. I'm talking about automatically lapped brakes. Yeah, there is a difference. So you know how with most trains, you set the brake to a certain level, and then the train will continuously brake at that rate of deceleration. So if you put the brake to 50%, the train will always slow down at the same rate. With manually lapped brakes, which are the ones that steam trains usually have, when you set the brake to 50%, you're actually only setting how fast the brakes apply. So when you've reached the setting that you want the brakes to be at, you need to reduce the brake to hold at that pressure. And that's the difference between a manually lapped brake and an automatically lapped brake. Not to be confused with automatic braking systems, which automatic braking systems basically only stop the train automatically in case of, well, various things really. That one. Or Union of South Africa was probably that one. Either of the two, I don't know. But Bitterlands and Nigel Gresley definitely do. Union of South Africa is my favorite A4. Yes, it is a very nice one. It is a very nice one. Nice. Only A4 I've ever seen IRL is Bittern. Shadows. Hypocritical, yes. Chances of me visiting the UK are slim because my dad doesn't like flying. Well, you don't have to fly. You can take a cruise, because I really don't like flying. If I can get somewhere without flying, then I will prefer to do that, even if it takes much longer. You can take a nice cruise over here. We've got plenty of ports for you to dock at. And by the way, didn't you already do that? Because you did say, well, you did come here quite a few times, and one of those times you did say that there was a cruise. You went on a cruise. And you say it twice too. So it would need to take a cruise. Oh, cruise as in... Oh, right. Cruise as in the cruise, not cruise as in the people on the ship. And yes, I know that I said it too. Also, in the last stream, I had like 20 bots in my stream at once. Jeez. I'm not even joking. Yeah, I don't think you are. Shadows, tell us the 2 entries in the Shara dictionary. Oh, those. One of them is maple leafing, which means shunting or switching. And the other one was flaptual aid, which is something that helps you to fly. Mostly in a flapping sort of way. Like, for example, wings. Yes. Wow. It's just past afternoon, yes. Don't panic! XDD, brilliant. I see that. My room does have windows. Wow. I see the world outside. That's actually kind of moving. It's a great big universe, and we're all really tiny. Little something with specks. Yeah. La da 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 da. I see. I see. Yeah, automatic brake systems are always annoying. Yeah. Why are they in there at all? I want my systems fixed. Well, you know how something is meant to fail, something is meant to break, so you buy a replacement? Well, basically, that's it. That is the reason. Could you come via yacht? Oh, right. Southampton comes to mind, and Portsmouth, and Plymouth, and Weymouth, and Torbay. Yes, Shadice has a point there. I forgot about that time. It was very lovely until we sank and I swam across the ocean. Yeah, so maybe not take another cruise in that then. Hehe. XD. Shadice. Puny, not tiny, but yes. Oh, right, that makes sense, yes. It's a great big universe and we're all really puny. Tiny little specks about the size of Mickey Rooney, I think it goes. What am I doing with my life? Well, I would say you're socializing using a virtual medium, which at the moment is highly advised by the government. Because it's not just local to one government, it's basically every government on Earth, most of them anyways. Yes, I would say that's what you're doing with your life. I think you're watching a stream on Twitch. Right. I don't know what you're doing with your life. Anthony2002 says to Anthony2002, I don't know what you're doing with your life. Apparently, you're starting to talk to yourself, which is always a great sign. But seriously, talking to yourself can actually relieve stress and also help you solve problems, because when you've got a problem that you're working on, then if you talk to yourself, if you explain it to yourself, then you slow down your thought process, because you have a thought and then you have to wait until you've said it, which takes a long time compared to how quickly you normally think, which means that you sometimes you skip over things. You have a thought and you think, all right, this thing, and then go on to the next thing. But if you actually have to say that thing out loud, then you spend more time thinking about it. You don't skip over it. And that can then often help you to solve an issue, which is actually can be a very important tip. So you're welcome. Right. Mickey Rooney, he was an American actor. Oh, I see. I think it's something to do living it, and as long as you're enjoying it, and does negatively affect anyone else, then keep doing it. What? Okay. Mr. W says, Anthony Sarson 2. So what are you doing with your life? Anthony Sarson 2, living it, and as long as you're enjoying it and does negatively affect anyone else, then keep doing it. Talking to yourself is the first sign of madness. Where do you have that from? Where do you have that from? Do you mean like, if you just talk to yourself randomly? Because I think that if you've got a severe lack of social interaction, then that talking to yourself can be something you get used to, because maybe you start out because you have you've got a conversation with someone you have to have, and if you don't have a lot of social experience, or if it's a difficult conversation, then you may go over it in your head. You may talk with yourself to try to prepare yourself for it, and then you maybe could get used to doing it that way. I don't think that would constitute as a sign of madness. Hold on, I'll be right back. I'm gonna go grab a snack. Okay, that's fine. Wait, does negatively affect anyone else? Trainz. Yeah, talking to yourself, and in my case, insulting myself at times, can really help. Doesn't, my bad. Dang. Yes. It's alright. Here we go. ... Don't make me sound evil. You said it yourself. I only repeated what you said. I only quoted you. If anyone's making anyone sound evil here, it's you and your stuff. Right. So, next thing to do. Right, next thing to do, I'll put in this field over here actually, and then I'll continue making, well, no, let's finish this bit. I don't even know why. Oh right, I got distracted by painting the road, and then I was all the way over there, and then I decided to do the other thing, and then I forgot to do this. So, let's do this now. He does. Guyunk. Yo. Hello, Guyunk, if you're not a bot. Welcome in, Shadice, a phrase that my brother used to say. Not brother, mother I was supposed to say brother? But then, oh yeah, mother. I just read it wrong. And where did she get it from? Severe lack of social interaction, you say? Yeah. Apparently, Gaiang doesn't desire to be bred? Well, if you're bred, then, well, I guess you can just play that game. And then you know what it's about. I'm back! Yes. I gather. So, hush. Welcome back. I got myself some crackers. Oh, that's just cracking. XD. Hey. Thank you. Nice. Dry or with, covering? The crackers. Trainz, Gaiang literally put 2 messages in chat. Oh, did he? Where? Let me just read this. Where? Wait a minute, let me just see if I can find it like this. Oh! Right there! Sorry, it's orange. You've literally got the same orange that Kango Fango does, at least on my screen. Ha! Oh, right. Oh, yes. Sorry about that. So are you a bot? Well, Gaiang put something in chat, so I'm pretty sure that they aren't a bot. Shadows, I have no idea. They're cheddar with a covering. I saw that too, Twitch banner. Check the Twitch banner. What Twitch banner? Not sure what you mean. Their Twitch banner. Oh, I see. Let me just see. Doesn't list them in the users in chat. Oh, it's scrolled all the way back up again. Oh yeah, I'm weird and like them dry. Click once on their name, you'll see it. Same color as me. XD, yeah. Whoops. You can say that again, and you probably will. It's good everyone has their own opinions. Yes. Trainz, click on Gaiang's name in the chat. Trainz, yes. No, I don't want to be bred. That's what it says. Few more O's, but okay, I'll do it. There we go. Yes, I see. You know, I very, very nearly banned you there, because apparently there is a new bot in town, and his name is Anthony Sarson too. Yes. Although, to be honest, if you want your name to be said, at least at the time of saying this, you don't even need to follow. If you just type something in chat, and I don't mistake you for another viewer in chat, then I'll say your name. I'll even say hello to you. So, yeah. LMAO. The first and only sentient bot on Twitch. Yes. Laugh my A-stars off. A-star? What are you doing with pathfinding there, Anthony Sarson 2? What kind of equipment does one need to stream on Twitch? Well, you need to have either OBS or OBS Streamlabs. I personally use OBS. It's an application. You need to have a desktop operating system. Mac OS works. Windows works. I'm not sure about Linux. And yeah, you need a Twitch account. You can do it all for free. You can create a Twitch account for free. You can download OBS for free. You just need to set it up, which can take a little while. Oh, and of course you need an internet connection that has sufficient upload speeds. Yes, I had to upgrade to fiberglass, not fiberglass to my house, but fiberglass to the box out there, which significantly increased my upload speed and of course my download speed to the point where I can live stream. Yes. XD, a good internet connection and a microphone. Well, you don't technically need a microphone. What is the cabinet? Cabinet, yes, the box, the cabinet, right. Not the government cabinet, but the other one. FTTC, so fiber to the cabinet. Yes, that was it, I believe. 7 people watching, hello! I don't think we've had this many since Slovak Eagle and his friends discovered the marvelous and wonderful Sharada's YouTube channel. And by YouTube channel, I mean Twitch channel. Although I think we may have had it at some point since then. But hello, people. Welcome. I'm just making a field, which people have been doing for literally thousands of years. Although I think the way I'm doing it is a bit different than they did it back then. So, yes. I think the phrase is Slovak's crew, or maybe the Eagle's chicks. Aww. Maybe. Although, oh yeah, kind of. Didn't we have 10 at some point? Oh, right. Yeah. Well, I don't remember. These things aren't that important to me. Birds of a feather. Maybe? Or feathers of a bird. Live stream without a microphone? It might become boring. Yes. But that doesn't mean you can't live stream. It just probably people won't watch. Oh, thanks for dissing our input. No. You could treat it as a walkthrough. Well, you could, yes. Right, so I think I want a bit more of the forest texture over in this corner. Actually, no, this looks fine. Right, now we finished this field. Now it's time to do this one. Which I'll only be able to do part of, because the baseboard's not there yet. Oh, and what was that? Let me just look over. Oh, I can't, of course, because I'm running in window mode. I'll just have to see when it comes up here. Train lever 353596444 is now coupled up. Thank you very much for joining the train. Yes. Hi, hello, yes. Have you seen this route before? Do you want a very quick fly-through? I'm a huge fan of your YouTube. Oh, well then you probably have. Thank you very much. It's quite an interesting feeling to have a fan. Which, by the way, fan, I'm not entirely sure, but I believe that the term fan actually comes from phonetic. So if someone is a fanatic in a specific field, so yes. So if you're a fan of something, then you're a fanatic in that, not fanatic in that thing. Hello, just had a merchant call me a discriminatory customer. What? What are you playing? Welcome, train lever 353596444. Hi, I've seen your route, it's absolutely amazing. Oh, well, thank you very much. XD, I know. In real life? Right. Oh, I need to paint the forest texture underneath this thing as well. Skyrim, and I've never heard it before. It could happen, but no. I won't talk in caps anymore. I'm just a huge fan and glad to see you live. Oh, well, thank you very much. Yes. I'm glad that I'm alive too. Alright, I'm just so excited. Aww. It's nice of you to say that. Right. Even though I know that at the moment we're not having the most exciting of gameplay, just literally painting not even a field, just the gap between fields. But these things are important because they do overall add a lot to the route. Actually, I'll quickly save. I do like my fans, but I do tend to turn them off when it's cold. Yeah, that's a nice joke. I'm gonna check how many YouTube subs you have. I know exactly how many I have, which is 123, unless somebody else has subscribed. In Discord, I actually made a joke about it because I said first I had 1 YouTube sub, then 2, then 3, and now I've got 1, 2, 3. Which, that joke you can only do once until you've got 1. Oh, nope. Okay. You have. Damn it. Oh, wow. Paradise? Nope. 125. Oh, well. Apparently, more people enjoy my content than. Who knew? Yeah, so if you are one of those people, hello. Yes. Don't worry. There will be other content on there as well. I'll post trailers for new things, development logs, and maybe even some other standalone videos for things. I did have an idea about one specific thing that actually came to me when I was playing a Civ 6 match quite a while ago. Yes, which would be an interesting video. However, I don't really have the time to produce those at the moment, but maybe I will sometime. Maybe I will. You have also helped me so much with my route with your tutorial series. Oh, well, thank you very much. That is actually really, really nice to hear, because one of those 10-minute long videos actually took me, most of them actually, so for an example, one of those 10-minute long tutorials took me over an hour to film, and then to export that film, and then to edit it and all of that. It does take quite a few hours to do those, so it actually means a lot to hear somebody saying that it was helpful. Which is why at the end of them I say, thank you for watching, I hope it was helpful. I think that's what I've said. Anyway, it's been a while. And hopefully 126 if YouTube subs don't do anything against me. Sorry, I'm so quiet. No, it's fine. It is absolutely fine. You can interact as much or as little with the stream as you... Well, technically not as much, because there is a limit to how much I want you to interact with the stream. Which is basically... until it gets annoying. Which, don't worry, interactions up until this point have been fine. Don't worry about it. Just sit back and watch if you want. But I'm still here. Good. Yeah, being quiet is fine. Apart from the actual bots, they should really speak up right about now. Yeah, I know that. Shredders, yes, you say that. There's a train going by my house right now. Oh, I see. Anthony Saracen also has train tracks near his house. and the trains go by there sometimes. I also have train tracks relatively near where I live, only with those train tracks, it's a heritage steam railway there. So when they run, you quite often hear whistles being carried in the wind, which is really, really nice. It's always, I would say the best word to describe that is delightful. It is delightful to be doing something and you hear, oh, a steam train's going by. That is good. That is good. Don't spam, basically, yeah. Yeah, I have a train that goes by my house, but the train is done for the day here. Yes. There used to be a train where I used to live. Yes, I know. There used to be trains going there. But they stopped in the 50s, I think, or 60s. 60s probably. Big Q-sides. Not sure what that means. What? Really hope they bring that line back someday. Me too. I can't spell words. I'm sure you can. XD. Just too excited? Well, if you're too excited, well, then you might end up being exited. I don't know, lol, XD. Shadows is British. I live in Britain, yes. I live in Britain. But the actual word Paradise is made up. Right. That should be fine. No, I mean yourself, not your Twitch name. You yourself. Yes, I live in Britain. Where did the name Paradise come from anyway? Well, it's the name of the partnership of which I'm a partner, which I believe the name is a combination of sharing and paradise. So, Paradise. As far as I remember, actually. How do you know? The accent, I would think. Yes, because I have a very British accent. Because, after all, Britain is where I was born, right? Or maybe not. Because of his accent, and also I saw some of his archived streams. Oh, I see. That's so wholesome. Yes, it is. Alright, nice. So, by the way, do you want to see a bear? Because I don't know whether the answer is yes or no because of Twitch lag delay, but here it is. There's the bear, which someone wanted to be on here. Ooh, Paradise just revealed a big stream. What? Ooh, Paradise just revealed a big stream? Yes, bear. Paradise, I remember you being surprised when I told you that you didn't sound American. I wasn't... I was a bit surprised, yes, because of various things. Rar. I meant secret. Oh, Shai's just revealed a big secret. You mean that I live in Britain or that I may not have been born in Britain? That's not a secret. Why would that be a secret? And even if I did reveal a secret, I would probably make it out to be common knowledge so that you forget it as quickly as possible. Yes. Or I might distract you with something like the thing I just said, because then you think, oh, but that's exactly what you did, so was it actually a secret? And then you're thinking about all those things and you're completely distracted from what is actually going on. So, you can make up your own mind about that. Which technically, since you did grow your mind yourself, like your brain, you did grow it yourself, you already made up your own mind. So, I guess well done. Congratulations to you. I think this looks good. Now, what does it look like if you're... Actually, I'll save first. And then... yeah, so if you're shunting down here, on the one side, if you're over here, you can see the field with the cows and the road going up there. And then when you go past here, you can see this other field, which I think adds some nice variety. Although, I do want to add some stinging nettles along here. I think that would look quite good. I have used them over here, so I'll just grab them from over here, if I can actually get them. This one? Nope. This one? Nope. This one? Barbed wire? Nope. Nope. This is difficult to get. It might actually be faster just to look for them. Yeah, I'll just look for them. I'll read chat in a little while, don't worry. Nettles. Nettle. There we go. It was singular, not plural. Which one's better? The first one. It's bigger. And yeah, I'll just add some more over here. Because I do like... okay, here's a joke. I do like... okay, here's an actual joke. Okay, so someone says, "Hey, what's your favorite plant?" The other guy says, "Stinging nettles." Why? Why would stinging nettles be your favorite plant? And they say, "Oh, because they really make me feel something." I do like that joke. Actually, do I have cornflowers? Corner, no. JVC, shrubs and grass, long cornflowers, nope. This one? Is this corn? No, I don't think that's a cornflower. Corn. Nope. Oh, here we go. SAP cornflowers, yes. Because I do think that some cornflowers would look nice here. Yes, they look quite strange from this angle at this time of day. But that's because they're 2D assets. If you look at them from this side, then you can just about see some very light well, it doesn't really work. It doesn't really work, but I'll keep them there anyways. Anyway, good. Let me just read chat. That I may have been born in Britain. Shadows, do you mind me telling your adoring fans where you got your accent and language from? No. If you want to say that, then you can go ahead. I don't mind. Makes a lot of sense, but thank you very much for asking first. You're right. How is Sharadise not at 1 billion subscribers on YouTube? He is so helpful. Honestly, I have no idea at all. Must be a fault in the algorithm, yes. Beats me. Jeez, that's more than 1 million and more than 1 billion, I think. No, it is actually exactly 1 billion. So it's 100, then after that, okay, so going from the right. The last 3 zeros are 100, then 1,000, then million, and then billion. I need to go eat dinner soon. That's okay. Thank you for joining me when you leave. And now as well. So how did you find his YouTube channel? Alright, enjoy dinner. Oh no. Not yet. Soon though. XD. Oh, for God's sake. Ugh. Huh? Still, enjoy in advance. Why though? How did you find Shredder's YouTube channel? Why ugh? Because it's a dad joke, and it's bad. I made the joke up myself, and as far as you know, I'm not a father. But it was funny because it was a bit cringy. Just a bit. Ooh, what's this? That's interesting. And ugh and arg. I gotta go eat dinner, but I'll answer the question when I get back. Okay. Go enjoy dinner. Yes. Bye, enjoy. See ya. Shadow's fresh, own-grown minds. Exactly. Well, Shadow's got his accent from watching films, so he was a bit concerned about having an American accent. Wasn't really concerned. I'd say more... I expected that I would have a more of an American accent because I watched more American films and learned more of the English language from those American films. Isn't it T-Series and PewDiePie that have 1 billion subs? Yeah. Well, some others maybe as well, I don't know. To that, I think, but honestly don't keep track of that. I have no idea what that's referencing, but that's okay. Right, so that feels done. Now let's continue on over here. Right, I wanted to keep a bit of a more of an open area all the way to the forest back there. So I think I'll probably make this into a big pasture. And then have the forest, well not forest, the next field continue maybe, or start over here, go back there. And actually, I may have this field continue up to here, and then go over to here. So then I can have a road going alongside this, and then maybe have another field behind there, which might look quite good. Oh, and Slovak Eagle's active in chat. I only had it in my community posts. I ain't subbed to either of them. What? No. T-Series has around 20 million. Shadows, it was referencing, that was billion sub-question. With auto-subscription bots because India mandates that. What? India mandates auto-subscription bots? PewDiePie has around 110 million. I have no idea. I honestly don't really do a lot much in that regard. I could have sworn I saw a live sub counter between the two. Alright, I didn't know that. Yes, there was a war to reach 100 million first. T-Series won. Ooh, the cheetah won. My bad. It doesn't matter to me. I don't care about that. Small joke. Billion isn't billion. Who does understand that? I do, because it's a thing in German where Billion is actually what English trillion is. So it's in German it's Million. No, it's 1000 Million Milliarde, and then I think billion or trillion. I'm not sure after that, but Milliarde, yes. I understand it. Ha. Oh, hush. Acting, in my opinion, takes more skill. Than what? Acting takes more skill than what? Oh, that's the tree I already had. Actually, I'll go over to one of the... Actually, I'll go over to this one. In case I accidentally missed placing one of the trees. I don't want to then never place the tree again because I'm always taking the trees from the last one I placed. So that would mean that if I ever forgot to place one type of tree, then I would never place it after that point. Yes, Milliarde. It's not acting if it's stolen content and TV shows. Well, if you're acting like it's your stuff, then I guess it is acting. But you're right. Also, when you create YouTube account in India, it automatically subscribes to that channel. Huh. Meh. Shadows. Then playing video games that Pewds does. Oh, you mean acting takes... Let me read that again. acting, in my opinion, takes more skill than playing the video games that PewDiePie plays. Well, to be honest, I have no idea what games he plays, so I technically can't answer that fairly. However, having acted myself, I know that it's quite difficult. Depends on the role, obviously, but it can be quite difficult. And I would say that acting, depending on the part, can be much harder than most video games. Like if it's, for example, okay, if it's like Super Hexagon, and the thing is, what's harder? Beating Super Hexagon in one go every level, or acting a certain part? Then maybe Super Hexagon's more difficult. But I don't know what games he plays and what acting part you mean. So they're both of those variables are very abstract and vague, so I can't really answer that. Scheiß, 0, 10, 100, 1000, Millionen, Milliarde, Billion, Billiarde, Trillion. Right. Still deserves it more, in my opinion. Probably Trilliarde. Anyway, let's not fight. Yes. Of course. Why would we fight? After that. Well, it's obvious you don't watch any of them. Don't blame ya. Yeah, I mean, I don't. Nope. XD. Oh, jeez. Joey's. I don't know. You sound like you do? You sound like you do? No, not the video games. Just video games. There are some really, really difficult video games. For example, Super Hexagon, which is definitely more difficult to complete than it is to play most acting parts, at least if you have any amount of experience in it. I would say at least. Because it's just the muscle, the reaction speed you need for that. To build up that amount of reaction speed is just really, really difficult. Although, my acting experience is limited, so I don't know. I actually don't watch them. I just know what's going on. Fairly duplex engine, whatever that may mean, yes. And to be honest, some of the actors in movies, looking at it playing video games is harder than their jobs. With some films that is definitely true. Definitely. But then again, there are both films and theatre pieces which have incredibly difficult acting parts, especially if the actor is playing a character that's playing another character. Because I have done that myself, and if you're layering characters that you're playing on top of each other, then that just makes it exponentially more difficult. Some of them. Quite a lot of bad movies recently. Favorite movie? Yes, but what would you feel is more worthwhile? Putting on a performance for real people who applaud you, or being in front of a screen? And I say that as someone who really enjoys video games. Something being worthwhile is a whole nother matter. Because while that question is quite easily posed, quite easily asked, it's actually quite difficult to properly answer that, because worthwhile is subjective to how you value your lifetime. And by that I mean literally the time that you have to live. So that then leads to the question of the meaning of life. Because the meaning of life, so what life means to you, will dictate what values different things have that you spend the time you have to live on. So worthwhile is actually quite a bit more complicated as a question. And then the answer, of course, is even more complicated because things rarely have only one effect. For example, you might say, oh, playing video games isn't worthwhile. Yeah, it's not worthwhile. You play the game and then afterwards you've got nothing. But there are other aspects to that because you always live in the moment. Yeah, you don't live in the future, you don't live in the past, even though some people do kind of, if they don't live in the moment. You could say that they live in the past, but you always live in the present. So if you're playing a video game and that makes you happy in the moment, then arguably that makes it worthwhile because it has made that bit of the present happy for you. You've been happy there. Now, you could also say that worthwhile means that it's not just making you happy in the moment, but will also make you happy in the future. In which case, some things like playing certain video games wouldn't fall under that, unless, of course, you count other properties, not just the intrinsic fun of playing the video game, but also things like stress relief. Yeah? Or maybe forgetting about your troubles for once, giving your worries a rest, because you escape into the world of the video game, which then does improve your future because you've had some time away from your worries. So something being or not being worthwhile, while a very, very easy question to ask, or seemingly easy question to ask, is actually quite a difficult and complex question to answer if you want to answer it properly. I doubt that you meant all of that, but let's just read chat. Are you still present? Anthony Sargent? I don't really have a favorite movie. Yes, I could go, sorry. Me too. Alright, bye, both of you then. Nice. Bye. See ya. Playing games is worthwhile because you are in control. You know what you are doing. You are supported by actual people. Yes, because there's also a huge spectrum of video games. Yeah. Maybe worthwhile wasn't the right word. Maybe makes you feel like you've done something more. Well, I think that's just another way of describing the same thing, actually. Another way of describing it would be, what do you see as a good way to spend your time? Do you think playing video games is a good way to spend your time, is a good use for your time? Which is essentially just another way of saying, is it worthwhile? Because if something is worthwhile, it's literally in the word. Worthwhile. So while meaning the time, and worth meaning if the value of the thing you're doing is worth the time you're spending on it, the while you are spending on it. So worthwhile literally means, does this thing have enough value to be worth you spending your time on it? So that is literally what it means. Unless it's an all improvised performance. But then if you've written the script and are playing one of the characters, then you know what will happen, but you don't know how it will. I think there is definitely a place for both, which is evident from the fact that I'm playing video games and that when I get the chance, I'm also acting and directing, but for that to happen, some other things need to happen. I would say it's worthwhile if you enjoy it, and I'll get this right, and I'll get it right, this one. It doesn't negatively affect anyone around you. Yes. But there is the thing about escapism. The thing is, some amount of escapism is objectively good, because it gives you a break from your worries and gives you time to relax and refresh yourself mentally. However, escapism can, and often does, become more than that. It becomes a place that you live, a place that you care about more than the actual world. In which case, it has gone too far, at least in my opinion. But then again, that brings up all sorts of questions about what is the real world, and what makes this world real and the virtual ones not real, and all that sort of things, which are interesting questions, definitely, but I think are a bit beyond the scope of this at the moment. Then you could alter how the thing will happen by telling the other actors. Yeah, but then I'm not the actor, I'm the director. Yes, directors can still be an actor. Yes, indeed. For example, has it crashed? This hasn't happened in a long time. I think it's probably frozen. Yeah, it has. I'll give it a couple of minutes. Yeah, for example, Woody Allen. A great example of a director who's also an actor and also a writer for his films. I think Jerry Lewis as well. Some of his parts. And yeah, definitely. They're not mutually exclusive, yes. So I have control, I know what I am doing, and I have no way to know if it will be to my dreams. I have support by money and critics and the good movies I direct. Oh, you said Me Too. By 2002. What do you mean by if it will be to my dreams? The bigger achievement. Boom. Yes, that is definitely better. And by better, I mean more theoretically accurate. And yes, it has crashed. There we go. I'll just wait and see if the crash message appears. Aha! I saw it this time. I saw it appear. Haha. Yes, bigger achievement. There are two types of achievements. One is a personal achievement, which is how much you yourself rate the challenge that you had to overcome to achieve what you've achieved. That's your personal challenge. And then there are what I call public achievements, which are how other people view your achievement. So first of all, you need to decide which one, because a personal achievement, a really huge personal achievement, could be something really trivial for most other people. So I'm going to assume you mean personal achievement, and personal achievement, bigger personal achievement, again, goes back to what you find more difficult, which is actually quite an interesting thing, and I don't think the message will come, so I'm just going to start it. So then you said achievement is on what is more difficult, what you find more difficult, or what other people see as more difficult that you've accomplished. So it depends. You could be a great actor, never having played a video game, so then actually learning how to play a video game and being good at it could be a huge personal achievement for you because you've never tried it. It's something really difficult, new to you, that you've done. Sure, acting, that's easy. You've done loads of that. The other way around, you could be great at playing video games. You could have grown up with them, but you've never set foot on a stage. So, in that case, being an actor is, again, a huge personal achievement. So, bigger achievement is still subjective. At least, well, actually, in all cases, I'll revert. But yes, it's definitely more precise and less problematic than worthwhile. An achievement that also has a positive effect, unless the performance is crap on others. Let's say you write the script. You want to be like that. Have a dream of how you want it, but you have no idea of achieving it because the actor is not good enough. Practice, man, practice. Practice, man, practice. How do I get to Carnegie Hall? Yes. Have you accidentally lit a stick of dynamite? Oh, right. Boom. There we go. Boom. Then find them. Hush. Yeah, but you won't replace an actor at the very end of production for one scene. I could say CGI films, but that's probably a whole different conversation. Well, yes. Kind of. Well, actually, no. Because when you're talking about the meaning of life, then by definition, that has the potential to include literally every single thing that you could experience during life, or even can imagine to experience during life, because imagination is a part of life. So every single thing that you could experience and or imagine is part of that conversation. So I'd say yes, it's a different conversation because we weren't talking about that specific thing, but actually you could also see it in such a way that it is actually part of that conversation, if that makes sense. Yes, escapism is brilliant. Yeah? Actually, before that, sorry. Speak for yourself. I can clone myself. Yes, escapism is brilliant. It is. It is a very valuable thing. And it's scrolled far. Yeah, but CGI won't give you good sound of the actor. Sure, you can edit audio, but chances of getting it correct is low. Small. Actually, low would also... Slow! Oh, right, small. I thought you said low. Yeah. True. To be honest, I'm kinda biased because I act as well. Well, I haven't watched a movie in ages, to be honest. Shalace, a quote from a manual of lucid dreaming. Don't look forward to your dreams more than real life. Yes, I remember that you have said that to me previously. And if you have a choice, then that is true. But sometimes, and by the way, this hasn't happened to me personally, but sometimes I can see situations where your real life is so hopeless and so destroyed that your dreams are the only thing that gives you hope, the only thing that you have to look forward to, in which case that's probably the only thing that's keeping you sane at that point. So I'd say that I agree with that statement generally. What is your opinion on it? I only watch anime. Don't hush me. I don't want to remain inactive for the rest of the stream. Remember the time you were reincarnated as a slime? I'll shush you then. Try this. Jerry Lewis 2, yes. Oh, we're all the way back there. Oh, that's interesting. XD, yes. Didn't Jerry Lee Lewis set fire to a piano whilst playing it? I have no idea. Tensura is amazing anime. Deleted. ... Mumble. I couldn't talk. One heck of a night out, wasn't it? Wasn't that? Sliming through the alleyways with goo getting onto the walls. You can open now. You can talk now. Oh, You're right. Thanksies. Any idea on when the next MP livestream will be? Anthony Sarson too? He's gone, I think. Anthony's gone. Right? Didn't he leave or did he come back? Shower Eyes. Alright. I would say probably when Service Pack 2 releases. Because then it means that I can play with people who've downloaded the beta, namely Slovak Eagle in this case, and we can play on the Scar Hill subdivision, which I would like to be the next multiplayer session. But again, that will only work after Service Pack 2 has been released, which should literally be any day now. It should be. I mean, they've been saying in their newsletters that they're focusing extremely hard on Service Pack 2 for quite a few weeks now. So Service Pack 2 should be released very, very soon, unless it's already out and I've just completely missed it. Which doesn't mean that the next multiplayer livestream will be that soon, but it does mean that it will be soon-ish. I was thinking, why am I having such trouble painting underneath the road? And it's, oh right, because this baseboard is 10 meter grid size, not 5 meter like the other ones. But that's okay. I'll have a look at what this looks like from the tracks in a second. And by the way, I am painting it underneath here, even though you won't see it, because you'll see it on the map. If you look in the map view, you will see the brown line. You can see it just going over there. Let me just see what this looks like from the tracks. Yeah, that looks good, I'd say. Time for some more fencing. Not in that way, no, the other way. Fencing, yeah. I would say that you don't have to accomplish something difficult to have a great feeling when you've accomplished it. Well, I would say it's true. That is true. You don't need to have a great feeling. But the thing is, you're right. But you're talking about previously you were talking about achievements. And an achievement is, at least I think, that an achievement is more valuable and more fulfilling the more difficult it was, or the more difficult it appeared to be. Like, for example, take performing a Shakespearean play in Broadway. On Broadway. New York, Broadway, yes. One of the main actors. Yeah, leading role. And then having people cheer. Yeah? I mean, even performing on Broadway is something that, to me, is going to be really, really difficult. If I set that as a goal for me, I would first need to move to America, or at least find a group that regularly goes to America. I would need to improve my acting skills. I would need to make contacts to get into theater groups that perform this kind of theater, Shakespearean theater. Then I would need to gain so much more experience in that. Then I would need to find a group that actually has a vacant spot for a leading role, get them to hire me for that role, and then I would need to have found a group that goes to America, to Broadway, to perform there, and then I would need to actually do it as well. So for me, that would be a very big accomplishment, because it's difficult. If I take something else, for example, okay, let's take something else. This route, yeah? This route is, well, it is the pinnacle of all of the things, to this point, that I have learned in Trainz. Route building techniques. Years of experience. Now, is this an accomplishment? Do I feel fulfilled by making this? The answer is yes, of course. Of course I do, because it's beautiful and I have people to share it with who agree that it's beautiful and who are looking forward to playing on it themselves. Yes, this is an accomplishment and it is really fulfilling. However, it's not really that difficult for me. If I compare my sense of accomplishment that I'm feeling now to what I would feel if I had only started playing Trainz maybe a year or two ago and I had built this, then that would be like 10 times the feeling of accomplishment and fulfillment because it was more difficult. It would be 10 times the achievement, I would say. Yes. So now let me read chat. Actually, let me give you a bit of a better angle. There we go. Shadows, luckily me, you and Kang Fango do both. Yes! I'm really, really happy. And to think that I never even thought of acting as something I would enjoy before I started with it those years ago. Shadows, and so I need a bit of water. Shadows, and if you've been actor-actress your entire life, and you still managed to complete the first bus driver level? You didn't say you never played a video game. You can be an actor/actress your entire life and still have played video games. So no! That'd be a huge personal achievement. Indeed. Right, I think everyone should be quiet and let him catch up. No. Oh dear. I'll slime you again if you don't shut up! That sounds odd, yeah. I'll slime you again if you don't shut up! CGI films just takes away from the physical aspect of the performance. Really? Yes, definitely true. However, in some cases, CGI fits better, I would say. Because you can get away with more stuff that way. CGI films just takes away the... The thing is, for example, in Jurassic Park, the dinosaurs, at least when possible, I would say use animatronics, use physical things, because that makes it so much more realistic. But in films like Shrek, for example, or Finding Nemo, I would say CGI adds so much to it, because CGI makes the anthropomorphized animals more believable. It raises your limit of suspension of disbelief, which is vital for these kind of things. So it's just different things. Yes, it sounds wrong. Don't ever say that again. No, just odd. Pouring slime over your head. Sure, yeah, of course. Yes, stop. It's not anime here. Miss W, would you really pour slime on me? Oh, no, not you, no. You are just jealous because I am right that video games are worth more than movies, so you want to punish me, and that is by putting slime on me. I think that you can learn a lot from films, but also from video games. That's the thing. When you're having a conversation, you want to make things arbitrary. You want to paint in big strokes and have a conversation in that, a discussion, but under scrutiny that just doesn't hold up because there's so many nuances, so many different things and ways that things interact with each other that it just doesn't really work a lot of the time. At least not for me, because I tend to think a lot into detail in things, as you can probably tell. And when that happens, then can probably be dangerous. The slime? I don't know. Oh, but you don't pour it on my username or ability to put things in chat either. Why would I want to slime you if I'm jealous? I didn't say movies, I said acting. So, theaters I respect. That is actually good. Movies are worth nothing. Depends on the movies. Depends on the movies. And what you're watching them for. You can watch them for pure entertainment. Actually, I'll get to building again. You can watch them for pure entertainment, in which case they may fulfill the same space that video games can, but movies can, not saying they are, all of them, but can, in my opinion, have it easier to have a deeper meaning. And by deeper meaning, I don't just mean, no, because that's not true. That's actually not true. No, games can have deep meanings. I mean, I think it's easier to make a film that you think about for years afterwards than it is to make a video game like that. I'm not saying that video games can't do that, because they clearly can. I can name several right off the top of my head that do that. But it is, I would say that films are not worth nothing. In fact, I would say that quite a few films are worth a lot. That's just my opinion. And theaters was what I was talking to. I don't watch movies either. My favorite film is Rango. I see. I was all this time talking about movies. Perfect. Yeah, Rango was amazing. Yes. That is entertainment value. Entertainment value. But like, for example, Back to the Future. I love Back to the Future because it's fun to watch. It is clever, and the acting is great. The music is great. It's just such... I think the biggest advantage that films have over video games, well, the two of them, is one, you're not relying on the skill of the participant. With video games, you can have a brilliant video game that tells a deep story and is very clever, but if a player is playing it who has no idea how to play it, then that player could get stuck up on game mechanics and completely miss what you're doing. The other thing is that movies are more... the creators have much more control over the experience. With a video game, there's one wild card in there, and that is the player. Always, no matter what game you have. The player is always a wild card. Which, by that I mean, you can't accurately predict what they'll do. Yes, you can get close to it. In most cases, the players will do roughly that same thing. But, okay, here's an example. Okay? You're making a video game, and I'm just going to use popular video games. So you've got a video game with fighting in it. You get to a space, and a new enemy is introduced. Yeah? A new enemy, it gets introduced in a cutscene, and it's really, really scary. Like, maybe it kills someone in a cutscene in a really gruesome way, and that enemy is now is supposed to be scary. Now, you, as a video game developer, think that this is going to hype the players up, and they're going to be itching to fight that thing because they think it's going to be an epic fight. Yeah? So you make the video game in that way. You make the cutscene in that way to make the monster scary, so that the player is going to feel exhilarated when they fight it. And for some players, that is true. However, other players may have had other experiences with video games, or just in general, and they think, this monster just killed someone in a gruesome way in a cutscene. I don't want to end up like that guy. I need to run away from this. There is no chance that I can fight this thing. I need to run away from it. So then they try to run from it, which isn't what you had intended for the player to do, so they can't run away from it, but then they may be in a more difficult space to fight it, which means that they actually can't fight it where they are. Maybe they run back a corridor the way they came, only for the door behind them to have closed, because they're not supposed to go back that way. So then they meet this enemy in the corridor, they can't defeat it because it's so much more difficult to fight there, and then they die. The character dies. which then reinforces the thing that about the player having to run away. Because just look at it, I tried fighting it and I couldn't, it killed me. Yeah? That sort of thing. Which then reinforces that behavior. And you can see how easy it is to fall into those kind of traps. The player is a wild card. Now in movies you don't have that sort of, at least not to the extent. Because in a movie, well, you know movies. You decide what happens. You, the people who make the film. I don't think I need to explain this point any further. Or my take on the point, so I'll read chat. Probably 25 miles of it by now. Who am I? I'm nobody. Yes. And the soundtrack, yes. That route might be the next multiplayer. What route? The next route multiplayer would probably be Scar Hills District. However, I'll only do that one. The next multiplayer session will be after Service Pack 2 releases, so that more people, because with Service Pack 2, they're finally going to make the TRS-19 versions able to play multiplayer together, as far as I know. Which, yeah, I'm going to wait until then, and then we'll continue. Then we'll play multiplayer again. I am really looking forward to it, by the way. No, Shadice, SP2 is not out yet. Thank you for that confirmation. Shadice, hello. Thanks for reading this message. You are welcome. Chris, Eagleville, Scar Hill, Central Europe, Wensley, and Amnath. One of these. Shadice, time for some fencing. Chat pulls out sword. Shadice, no, not that type of fencing. The other type of fencing. XD with an invisible D. Shadice, don't forget the auditioning process. Exactly. And shave. I don't know why you said it like that, but thank you. Mr. W, I think he said that the beard was intentional. Yes, it is. Although it is quite warm at the moment. But that has other reasons maybe as well. Mainly the heater, the fact that actually the window is closed. Let me open the window. 1 second. By 1 second I mean a few seconds. That is much better. Much, much better. Right. But you're right. He should shave. Oh, I thought you liked my beard. Nice camera angle. Thanks. So we're now where you wrote that where the lake was. Shadows, I forgot about that part. The not having played video games before. Aha. I'll add it to that. So, if you've been an actor or actress your entire life and you've never played a video game, and you'd still manage to complete the second bus driver level, that'd be a huge personal accomplishment. Yes, I would say so. Changed from first to second because it applies better. My mistake, I thought you meant me before with the sliming, but it doesn't make more sense now. But it does make more sense now. Shadice, never seen Rango myself. I have, in the cinema. And Shadice, Back to the Future has time travel. Oh, that makes so much sense. I never knew. Back to the Future had time travel. Now the plot makes so much more sense. Oh, why has nobody told me this before? Just make a video game with 100% cutscenes. Boom, problem solved. Okay, you've made a film. A CGI film. I know, I said boom too. The name Back to the Future is quite paradoxical, isn't it? No, because the plot of the first film was that Marty went back in time, accidentally more or less, and then the problem was to get him back to the future, because he was there previously. So, it is a bit paradoxical, but not really, I think. By that I mean that there are a lot more paradoxical things that I can think of. There's a Kingdom Hearts one, which is just 358 divided by 2 days. Or 358 half days. Or maybe invisible walls pop up around the battle arena. Well, in that case, Okay, so invisible walls pop up. Okay, so the player wants to escape. They're going to run away, and then they're going to collide with an invisible wall. Yes, that would succeed in making it clear that you're not supposed to run away from this. But then it also gives away the player's agency. Because then it's like, you're only supposed to do this very specific thing, and nothing outside of this is possible. I mean, you might as well make a film then, because the strength of video games, which is also the weakness, is the player's interactivity. If you're going to lock the players in that much, then might as well do that, especially in such a sneaky way. I mean, it's better if you put up not invisible walls, but rather like user interface things, like not an actual wall that the character sees, but just a wall that you, the player, see at the keyboard. Like yeah, like, you know, like in Bus Driver or in Euro Truck Simulator, those crosses where you're not supposed to go along the road because they haven't made anything there. Like that. You, the character, doesn't see those things, but you, the player, does. And that makes it a bit better. But yes, that would make it clear that they need to fight the thing. But then it's still not great if the player, if the way the player wants to play the game isn't the way that the game is played. Yes. Shades, you're actually not 25 miles behind. In fact, you're just 2 miles behind. Oh, well, that's great. Shades, it's not Wellesley and Amnether. It's Wellsey. Oh, no, Wellney and Amneth. Wellney and Amneth, that makes sense. Oh, I thought I might have forgotten the D in XD. Yes. Shades, shave as in shave, not as in shave. I know. Oh? Yep. Shades, yeah, I wouldn't do things like that. Shades, are you sure Bus Driver has those? Maybe not. I mean, I meant as in things that the player sees, but the character doesn't. In Euro Truck, there are the crosses where you're not supposed to go. In Bus Driver, you've got the arrows, which lead you the way you're supposed to go. Amneth, yes. Didn't mean to type Amnether. It's fine. And I'm all caught up on chat. Great. And we've still got 21 minutes left. That's quite frankly amazing. I think that next stream, either this stream or next stream, I'll get to add the next baseboards, which will be interesting. Hopefully this stream. Oh, that was strange. Alright, yes, those. Yes. Still 5 people watching, according to the Twitch counter. Great. Yeah. Okay, I think I'll make this another crop field, because so far I've only got crop fields along the tracks, and when this opens up a bit more, I'm going to have more here anyway, so might as well start with having 2 next to each other, just to already start transitioning to that other look, or new look, as some might say. Actually, let's use this one, because it's a bit far away, so the player won't be able to see it that much. And I'll actually increase the size to the maximum, so that if the player does see it, the pattern is not going to repeat as much. Yes, I know that this would have been a huge plow to have plowed this size. Yeah. But it gives an overall better effect from the tracks. To be fair though, there are some really huge plows RL2. Yeah. But the distance between the individual blades isn't that far apart, I think. Remember that Farming Simulator 2011 mod that had that huge folding plow? The blue and red one. Maybe. Definitely. Right? And I think this looks good as well, having the yellow in front and the brown back there. I think this is coming along quite nicely here. Right, so, next baseboards. Unless I'm missing something. I don't think I'm missing something, but here we go. This is the size of one baseboard. Look at it. I know I say this almost every time that I play baseboards, but this is the entire size of the Eagleville map. It's ridiculous. Don't know all plows by heart though, so I can't say. Looks really nice. Thank you. It's always shocking. It is, definitely. Always. Shocking. You sure know how to shock your viewers. Oh, well, thanks. And it didn't have to tamper with the electrical outlets either. Right. I'm just waiting for a response to that. If there's going to be one. Maybe that's not one. Pfft. There we go. That's a response. Oh no, did not mean to do that. Can I do this? Yes. Because I don't want to have grass everywhere. Because to the right... over here, I haven't put it here deliberately. Because when I put in the river... it's easier to work with if you have the grid. Yes, I know I could enable the see-through mode, but this is harder to work with, mainly because it's only one color and it's so bright. Which is why I don't want to replace the grid everywhere. Actually, let's do a very quick drive, only using this locomotive, which is over here. Just driving along this little bit, just because I want to get a feeling for what it looks like with the fields now on both sides. Wrong locomotive. This one is quite far away. This one. Ooh, we'll get some Burlington Northern action. Yes. Actually, let's go down this way, shall we? Yes, we shall. Don't even know why I'm asking you. It's not like you have any creative input on this. By the way, we can't hear the game. Or Streamlabs. Oh, you can't? Oh, right. I must have forgotten. Okay, let me change it. We'll just do it in window mode. That's nice. Cute. Actually, let me quickly switch over. There you go. That should be better. Right. So, now, let's get going, shall we? Looks quite good, I think. Yes, that's great. XD. Oh, sorry, you can't see it. Sorry, let me zoom in a bit. Actually, maybe I should make this... Maybe I should make this the thumbnail. That would be interesting, wouldn't it? And actually, I can accelerate to 55. Zoom in even more. No, I think this is great. Ha! Oh yes! Trainz, try cab view. There you go. Now that is just nice. Alright, that's enough with a joke. Here we go. Oh, and it's lagging. Yeah. Because now I'm running it at retina resolution. I wasn't there for a moment. Did I take some drugs? Actually, I'll quit Trainz and start again. Just to go into window mode. Oh, I see. Now it's default. Yeah, it's because of OBS in the background, where it showed the stream and then recorded the showing of the stream and then showed the recording of the stream showing the stream, and so on and so on and so on. Let's get back to this. Border warning. That's borderline respectful. Oh, it was again once. Sorry. So you'll keep the border, Trainz? What border? Oh, that border. Oh, border warning, of course. No, but thanks for the warning. I thought you meant border warning as in between states or something like that. Black screen. XD, XD, there we go. Yes, yes. I know. By the way, this is also a route which will be released as DLC at some point. Though I may need to do some fixing with it, since it looks like I'll only be able to upload DLC from TRS 19, which means that I might as well fix the routes to look good in TRS 19 that I want to upload as DLC. By DLC, I mean paid DLC, so yeah. Why would I mean that? I don't know, you make jokes. Ha! That's a joke if I've ever heard one. Yeah. Alright, I need to switch the junctions again. Trainz, do you like the BN livery? Yes, I think it looks quite good. Same. Which do you prefer? This or the one with the white diagonal stripes on either end? I think same. Or I'd say same. That's concerning. Why is that like that? It should give us a 15 mile per hour limit. Oh, because I switched that one. Or didn't switch that one. There we go, that's much better. Same. Oh, and we've gained a viewer. Hello. Damn, those are some nice fields. Oops, wrong area. Exactly. I think I may need to put some cattle or something on this area to make it clear that it is a field. Also, you have to imagine this bit with the trees along it. Actually, that's the thing I still need to do. Why is the speed 55 miles per hour? I've got a speed limit of 15 miles per hour right there. That is strange. See? 15 miles per hour. But it says the speed limit is 55 miles per hour. Or pigs, Janice? Maybe. Janice, maybe the game skipped the frame the train passed over it. I don't think so. I think what probably caused it was that the speed, well, it was 55 in the beginning. It then went down to 30 for the crossing. Then it went back up to 50, but it only went back up to 50 after the train had completely passed over the 50 speed limit because the speed went up. By that point in time, the front locomotive was probably already past the 15, so it went to 15 first and then set it to 55. So the event that set it to 15 happened before the event that set it back to 55. So that's probably where that problem comes from, if I had to guess. Or maybe this was uncompatible anymore. Oh, right. This is going to be a fun area to do some switching in. And or shunting and maybe leaving. How could that be fixed though? I would say maybe adding more invisible speedboards after that, so that in case this happens, the speed limit still gets put down to 15. I won't go through the trouble of loading it at the moment. I'll just continue driving a bit to the end of the line over there. I think this color of the field was definitely a good choice over here. Fair enough. Well, I hope so. Foreman, oi, you forgot to apply your brakes. Oh, you're right. Actually, let's see. Do we have a lurker in chat? Not that I know of. Get back here! Ha! You can't catch me because I'm exiting the game. And by game I mean, so, oh, I'll exit the game shortly. I want to... Oh, well, I need to go into the main menu first and then I'll get back. Yeah. Go in there, edit session, there we go. Angie707 is watching. If they are real. Exactly. I want to add the shrubs along this bit. And that bit if possible. Well, yeah, let's do that first. Need to be on the root layer. And I'll make pay where not show up. Pay where false. Yes, field colors are very nice. It's almost like I'm not actually streaming at the moment, I'm just building on the root. That's interesting. Only that you're all here. Oh yes, you're literally all here. What are you doing there? Oh fine, I can't throw you out now. It's night outside. I couldn't throw you out at night. Hey, thanksies. I know I've mentioned it before, but these would really fit quite well here, I think. Perhaps if they fit from a temporal point of view. And look at the cab's side text. Just notice it. Oh, what does it say? Small here. Oh, Sacramento Northern. Oh, yes. Very interesting. Very appropriate, even appropriate to the current situation, which most of you will not be aware of. Right. Ooh. Couldn't have said it better myself. time. Alright, yeah, I'll just quickly finish off putting the shrubs and the little trees down here, and then I'll end the stream. Thank you very much for reminding me. Yep. And hey, it's almost morning. Oh, you're right. Yeah. Only 57 minutes left. Isn't that strange to think? And what a beautiful morning. It's morning. No, sorry, not it's morning. Good morning. Good morning, good morning, good morning, good morning to you. I know that song. I know the reference, I know the song, I know the film, and it's a very nice song, film, and reference. All in one. You get a discount. Hehe. Yes. Did I miss anything? I accidentally muted. It's just, Kangafango did a Singing in the Rain reference. And hey, it's almost morning! And what a beautiful morning! Good morning, good morning, good morning, good morning to you. That reference. Thanks. Thanks for referencing it and giving me an opportunity to sing part of the song. It's a nice song to sing. Let's actually save in case it crashes again. Now I just need to finish placing these specific trees along here. And then that, as they say, will be, as they also say, that. As at least someone has also said. Now, I'll quickly just look at what this looks like from this road going down here. Looks fine, but it does look a bit more dense, actually, I've noticed. Then if you're going down here, I don't like this specific shrub being there. And this one, even this one. So I do want this to be a bit more open. And here as well. I'll remove some of these assets here. And now just quickly look at what it looks like from here. Still quite dense, but I'm fine with it here. Well, yeah, you can still easily see the field through this. That's fine. Okay. Looks great. Better dense than sparse. Depends on how. Like, if it's way too dense or a little sparse, I would say that sparse is better than dense. If it's equal, then I would actually argue sparse is better in this case because it gives better performance. Yeah. This is really nice. Thanks. Right, so with that impression of a horse out of the way, it's time for shoutouts. So, yeah, you're right. Thank you. So, yes, Kangafango, usually he used to only stream Trainz and Omzi 2 map building on Sunday, but he started alternating with with American Truck Simulator exploring the new Colorado DLC. Actually, this Sunday, so the 7th, no, that's a 5, the 6th, so this Sunday, he's going to have the second episode of Exploring Colorado live. Yes, so that is very interesting, if you find that something interesting. And Slovak Eagles, Weather Gaming, the Branded K, part of the Central Europe development team, including with some other people as well. Central Europe is a huge map for Trainz, which simulates large parts of Central Europe. And they also stream some of them, well, Branded and Slovak Eagles stream. Well, Slovak Eagles streams when he has the time, which he quite often does, and when his internet works. Yeah, which in recent times it hasn't been that reliable. But his streams are fun. So, yes, that's it. Right, this stream will be archived. Horse? Yes, because I went, like horses sometimes do. Yes, I did. Tomorrow is ATS. Thanks for calling my content interesting. Bye, thanks. Enjoyed the stream. Thank you very much. Me too. I think we've got quite a bit done. We even placed some more baseboards. I mean, if that's not progress. Shreddies. Oh, right. Didn't even consciously hear that. Right. But yes. Bye all, says Kangafanga, and bye all from me too. So, it's been fun, yes. I'm gonna say bye and then I'm gonna go. So, bye.